All right, you chosen ones, it's absolutely essential that you stay spiritually tuned in for the next 24 hours. A lot of you, especially those who are chosen, might think that the powerful 11/11 portal, the one we all felt so intensely, has already closed up. You might even be feeling a bit down, like you missed the best part, like that cosmic gateway has slammed shut and the chance for a major leap forward has passed you by. But I'm here tonight with a really important message. Thinking that way is a big mistake, a dangerous misunderstanding. In fact, what's happening in your body, your mind, and your spirit right now is actually proof that the gateway hasn't closed. It's just entered its deepest, most real, and most life-changing phase. That initial opening was like a cosmic shockwave. It's the moment when that divine frequency actually takes shape and becomes part of your physical reality. This isn't the end of something. It's the beginning of true miracles. If you can feel the truth of these words vibrating deep inside, you go ahead and like this video right now. It'll help anchor your energy to this powerful truth. This is the moment when the universe checks to see who's paying attention, who's really ready to move up to the next level of their spiritual journey. Now, a little word of warning: the energies flowing through our planet since Wednesday's 11/11 activation aren't like gentle little whispers. They're more like a roaring cosmic tide, and it's super important that you're prepared for them. That's why you absolutely have to subscribe to Portal of Awakening and turn on all those notifications. The information I'm going to be sharing over the next 72 hours isn't just friendly advice. It's a lifeline. It's like the instruction manual for a spiritual technology that's activating inside your very DNA. And to confirm that you're participating energetically, to let the universe know that you're open and willing to receive this transformation. Type 111 inches. The comments below right now. Let that number be your seal, your activation code that tells the cosmos you're ready to receive. The universe is listening, and your conscious intention is the key that unlocks everything. You see, a cosmic portal as big as this one doesn't work like a simple door that just swings open and shut. On 11/11, the hammer of divine will struck that bell. The sound, the initial wave of energy, was huge, powerful, and felt by everyone who's sensitive on this planet. But the real magic of a bell isn't just in the strike itself. It's in the resonance that comes after. It's the vibration that hangs in the air, that spreads through every molecule in the room, that actually changes the structure of the air itself. We're living inside that sacred resonance right now. The portal's energy isn't just a wave passing through us. It's actively becoming a part of us, rewriting our cellular memory, upgrading our energetic field, and getting rid of anything that doesn't align with our highest destiny. This integration process is what your body is experiencing right now, and these experiences are the real spiritual miracles. So let's break down exactly what's going on. The first and most obvious sign that you're deeply connected to this ongoing 11/11 energy is the physical awakening and purification. Your body, your sacred temple, is becoming a crystalline conductor for 5D energy. It just can't hold the dense fear-based, low-vibration energy of the old 3D world anymore. So it's starting a purge, a deep and sometimes uncomfortable process of release. Have you been hearing a high-pitched ringing in your ears? A sound that seems to come from inside your own head. That's not just tinnitus. That's you, tuning into the cosmic frequency. It's the sound of the Schumann resonance, spiking the sound of your own higher self, downloading crucial information directly into your consciousness. It's an auditory activation of your third eye. Have you been feeling strange, tingling sensations, pins and needles, or like electricity running through your hands, your feet, or up your spine? That's your meridian lines, your energetic pathways being cleared and activated. Your life force energy, your chi or prana, is flowing with a new intensity, preparing your body to handle the immense power that's coming through you. A lot of people are also experiencing sudden heart palpitations or a fluttering in their chest. Don't freak out. That's your heart chakra, the very center of your being, breaking wide open. It's releasing lifetimes of stored grief, sorrow, and pain to make room for unconditional love and a profound connection to the divine. This is the seat of your soul's power, and it's being rebooted. Your sleep patterns have probably become all messed up. Waking up suddenly between 2:00 a.m. and 4:00 a.m. has become totally normal for so many of you. That's the sacred hour, the time when the veil between worlds is at its thinnest. Your soul is being called to attention during these hours, to receive downloads, to go on astral journeys, and to process deep, karmic lessons in the dream world. Your dreams themselves might have become super vivid, prophetic, or filled with recurring symbols and numbers like 222 or 333. Those aren't just dreams. They're communications from your ancestors, your spirit guides, and your future self, giving you clues and guidance for the path ahead. Pay close attention to them. Write them down the moment you wake up. There are messages of profound importance being delivered to you in that state. On the other hand, you might be feeling an overwhelming sense of fatigue, a bone-deep exhaustion that no amount of sleep seems to fix. That's not laziness. Your body is undergoing a complete cellular restructuring. It's an incredibly energy-intensive process, like a computer shutting down to install a massive operating system upgrade. You're being upgraded. Allow yourself to rest. Surrender to the process, drinking more water, spending time in nature, and eating clean, high-vibration foods will help your physical body integrate these powerful energies with more grace and ease. You might also feel unexplained aches and pains in your joints, your neck, or your back. That's dense, stagnant energy and karmic residue being dislodged from your physical body. It's the physical manifestation of old wounds and traumas, literally leaving your system forever. Breathe into those sensations. Thank your body for its incredible work, for its resilience, and for its willingness to carry you through this monumental shift. Don't see these symptoms as problems. See them as proof. They're undeniable physical evidence that you're one of the ones who's awakening, that you're answering the call. If you've felt even one of these physical signs, the ringing, the tingles, the strange sleep, the heart flutters, I need you to comment, "I am awakening," below. This isn't just a comment. It's a digital sigil, an energetic signature that confirms you're participating in this global shift. It's a declaration that you're consciously accepting your own evolution. The second great miracle unfolding within you right now is the emotional and mental purge, what I like to call the shadow purge. As the high-frequency light of the 11/11 gateway continues to pour into your being, it illuminates everything that's been hidden in the shadows of your subconscious. That's why you might be experiencing sudden, intense waves of emotion that seem to come out of nowhere. One minute, you might feel fine, and the next, you're overwhelmed with a deep sadness, a surge of anger, or a profound sense of grief for things you thought you had long since moved past. That's not a regression, it's a purification. Those are trapped, emotional energies, fragments of past trauma from this life and others that have been stored in your cellular memory. The new light is so powerful that these dense energies can no longer remain hidden. You're not breaking down, you're breaking open. You might find old memories replaying in your mind with stunning clarity, allowing you to see past situations from a completely new, higher perspective. You're being given the opportunity to forgive yourself, to forgive others, and to finally understand the soul lessons that were hidden within those painful experiences. This emotional purge is also causing a profound shift in your perception of reality. Things that used to be important to you, certain career ambitions, material possessions, social statuses, may suddenly feel empty and meaningless. Relationships and friendships that are based on superficial connections or codependency may suddenly feel draining and unbearable. This can be a lonely and confusing experience. You might feel like you no longer fit into the world you once knew, and that's because you don't. You're vibrating at a different frequency now. You're outgrowing your old reality. The universe is lovingly creating space in your life by helping you release the people, places, and patterns that are holding you back from your true soul's purpose. Trust this process. It can feel like a loss, but it's actually a liberation. You're making room for the soul family, the divine partnership, and the sacred work that's waiting for you in the new earth frequency. During this time, you've got to be your own best friend. Be gentle with yourself. You're shedding an old identity, an entire lifetime of conditioning. It's a monumental task. Embrace solitude. Spend time journaling, meditating, and simply being with your own energy. You're getting to know the real you, the powerful divine being that's been waiting patiently beneath the layers of who you were told you should be. This is your authentic self emerging, and it's the most beautiful miracle of all. You're not going crazy. You're becoming sane in a world that's been asleep. You're the pioneer, the way shower, the lighthouse that's here to guide others home. And this is only the beginning. The internal shifts in your body and your emotions are merely the preparation for the third miracle, the one where this energy begins to tangibly and magically rewrite your external physical world. And that's what we have to talk about next. Now listen to me and listen closely. The physical and emotional purges we just talked about, the ringing in your ears, the heart awakenings, the shadow purge, that was just the preparation. That was the universe clearing the vessel, strengthening the temple, and getting you ready for what comes next. Because the third and maybe most jarring miracle of this ongoing 11/11 gateway is the one that's now bleeding from your inner world into your outer reality. This is the miracle of the Great Realignment, and it manifests as the complete and total collapse of your old matrix. I need you to understand this, because for many of you this phase feels like a punishment. It feels like you're failing, like everything you've built is turning to dust. A job you've held for years suddenly ends. A relationship that was the cornerstone of your life abruptly dissolves. Financial security that seemed guaranteed evaporates overnight. Your very home might feel like it's no longer yours. This isn't failure. This isn't chaos. This is divine demolition. The universe, in its infinite love and wisdom, is bulldozing the prison you had mistaken for a palace. It's tearing down the structures that were built on a foundation of 3D limitation, fear, and obligation. Because those structures can't exist in the 5D frequency you're now beginning to hold. You can't take the old furniture into the new mansion of your soul, and the universe is doing for you what you may have been too afraid to do for yourself. It's forcing it. This experience is terrifying for the ego, but it's liberation for the soul. The caterpillar doesn't simply sprout wings. It must first dissolve into a soupy, unrecognizable liquid. It has to cease to be what it was. It has to surrender to a process of complete molecular deconstruction. Right now, a lot of you are in that liquid state. You don't know who you are anymore. Your old identity is gone, but the new one hasn't yet solidified. You're floating in the unknown, and it's in this sacred, fertile darkness that your true self is being woven from the threads of starlight. The ego will scream for you to go back to try and rebuild the old life, to glue the broken pieces back together. Don't listen. Your only job right now is to float to trust, to have radical, unshakable faith that you're being held, guided, and reformed into the magnificent being you were always destined to be. This collapse is a sign of immense spiritual progress. It's the universe's vote of confidence in you, a declaration that you're strong enough to let go of everything you thought you were in order to become everything you truly are. You're being cleared for a timeline shift. By removing the old job, the old relationship, the old home, and the universe is untethering you from that reality, so you can make the quantum leap to a new one. A timeline of freedom, abundance, divine purpose, and unconditional love. This is the point of no return. The bridge to your past is on fire, and your only way forward is into the glorious, uncharted territory of your destiny. But the universe would never leave you to navigate this void alone. As the old world crumbles, the second part of this third miracle begins to illuminate your path with blinding clarity. This is the miracle of divine synchronicities. These are the cosmic breadcrumbs, the winks from your spirit team, the undeniable signs that you're on the right track, even when everything looks like it's falling apart. The most common and powerful of these synchronicities is the language of numbers. The 11/11 gateway has activated your light body and made you a living antenna for numerical frequencies. You've started seeing them everywhere, haven't you? You glance at the clock and it's 1112223333. You see them on license plates, on receipts, on your phone screen. When you see 444, repeatedly know that you're surrounded by legions of angels. It's a sign of divine protection. They're wrapping their wings around you during this tumultuous transition, assuring you that you're safe, secure, and deeply loved. They're telling you to keep going, that the foundation you're now building is blessed and supported by the heavenly realms. It's a cosmic shield, reminding you that no harm can befall you when you're walking your divine path. Let the sight of 444 be a deep breath, a release of all fear and worry, a moment of profound gratitude for the unseen forces that are orchestrating your rebirth. Then there's the powerful frequency of 555. When this number begins to appear in your reality, you gotta brace yourself, because it's the harbinger of monumental change. 5 is the number of freedom, adventure, and radical transformation. Seeing 555 is the universe screaming at you. Get ready. Everything is about to shift. It's the ultimate confirmation that the demolition of your old life is divinely orchestrated and that a massive, positive upgrade is imminent. It might be a sudden move to a new city, a new and unexpected career opportunity that aligns perfectly with your soul's passion, or the sudden appearance of a soulmate. When you see 555, the universe is asking you to release all resistance, to loosen your grip on how you think things. Times should times be, and to surrender to the divine flow. It's a call to be flexible, to say yes to new experiences, and to trust that these changes are leading you to your highest good, even if they seem chaotic in the moment. And then there's the glorious vibration of 888. This is the number of infinite abundance, the symbol of the universe opening its treasure vaults to you. When you see 888, it's a sign that you're moving into perfect alignment with the frequency of prosperity, success, and divine reward. It's a confirmation that your material world is about to catch up with your spiritual growth. This is the universe telling you that the financial struggles, the feeling of not enoughness, are all part of the old timeline that you're leaving behind. You've cleared the karmic debt, you've learned the lessons, and now it's time to receive your divine inheritance. When 888 appears, begin to open yourself to receiving. Look for opportunities. Know that you're worthy of wealth, ease, and a life of magnificent abundance. If you've been seeing these repeating numbers, if the universe has been speaking to you through this sacred language, I want you to anchor this connection right now by typing in the comments, "I am guided." Let this be a declaration of your gratitude and your willingness to receive even clearer signs. Your acknowledgement of the magic amplifies its flow into your life. These synchronicities extend far beyond just numbers. You'll begin to notice what are called talk triggers, where you're thinking of a deep personal question and you'll walk past a stranger or turn on the television and hear the exact answer you were looking for. You'll see animals that aren't native to your area appearing as spirit messengers. A hawk for higher perspective, a fox for adaptability, a dragonfly for transformation. You'll find feathers in the most unlikely of places, direct gifts from your guardian angels. A song will play on the radio with lyrics that speak directly to your heart, calming a specific fear or validating a deep inner knowing. This is your new reality. You're living in a constant interactive dialogue with the cosmos. The veil is so thin that the spirit world is no longer separate. It's interwoven with your every moment. The key is to pay attention, to live in a state of wonder and expectation. You're training your consciousness to recognize this new magical language, and the more you acknowledge it, the louder and more frequent the messages will become. This is how you walk through the void with confidence, guided by the loving hand of the universe, every step of the way. This leads us directly to the third and most potent aspect of the Great Realignment, the radical acceleration of your manifestation powers. As your own vibration rises to match the 5D frequency of the new Earth, the energetic gap between your thoughts and their physical manifestation is collapsing. The time lag is disappearing. In the old 3D paradigm, you could hold a negative thought or a fear for weeks, months, or even years before it slowly began to crystallize into your reality. In this new energy, that buffer is gone. What you think and what you times feel, times will now manifest with breathtaking speed. This is the ultimate gift of sovereignty, but it also comes with a profound responsibility. You're being handed the keys to the kingdom of creation, and you have to learn to wield your power with conscious intent. This is why the emotional purge was so necessary. The universe needed you to clear out the subconscious fear programs, the limiting beliefs, and the victim mentality, because in this new frequency, you simply can't afford to entertain them. To focus on lack is to instantly create more lack. To focus on the fear of being abandoned is to instantly push people away. To focus on what times could go wrong is to literally script disaster into your reality. Your mind has become a powerful broadcasting tower, and your emotions are the frequency that you're sending out. The universe doesn't hear your words. It feels your vibration and mirrors it back to you with perfect, unwavering accuracy. Therefore, your primary spiritual practice now is the mastery of your own inner state. It's to consciously and deliberately choose the feeling of the reality you wish to experience. Do you desire abundance? Then, you must cultivate the feeling times of abundance right now. Even if your bank account says otherwise, practice radical gratitude. Make a list of everything you're thankful for, from the air in your lungs to the roof over your head. Feel the emotion of gratitude swell in your heart, because gratitude is the frequency of wealth. Do you desire a divine, loving partnership? Fill your own cup until it's overflowing. Radiate love to every person you meet, to the trees, to the animals, to the planet. The feeling of being in love is the magnetic frequency that will draw your divine counterpart to you. You're no longer waiting for your reality to give you a reason to feel good. You're feeling good to give your reality a new set of instructions. This is the quantum shift. This is the secret that has been hidden from humanity for eons. You're not a victim of your circumstances. You're the creator of your reality through your vibrational frequency. Test this out. Start small. Think of a specific, non-attached outcome. Maybe seeing a blue butterfly or getting a free cup of coffee. Hold the image in your mind. Feel the gentle joy of it happening, and then completely let it go. Don't obsess over it. Simply release that frequency into the quantum field and watch how quickly the universe delivers it to your doorstep. As you build your faith with these small manifestations, you'll become brave enough to create the grand miracles that your soul came here to experience. To activate your creative power in this very moment, to send a clear signal to the quantum field that you're ready to be a conscious creator of your reality. Comment with the powerful affirmation, "My miracle is here." Say it, feel it, type it, claim it as your truth right now. This leads us to the fourth great miracle that is unfolding as a direct result of the 11/11 portal's ongoing integration. The activation of your soul's true mission and gifts, also known as the Great Remembrance. As the dense energies of fear and limitation are purged from your system, and as you're untethered from the obligations of your old life, the sacred space is created for your true self to finally emerge. This emergence brings with it a powerful, undeniable remembrance of why you're truly here on this planet at this exact moment in history. You're not here just to work a job, pay bills, and die. You're a star seed, a volunteer soul, a member of the ground crew who answered a galactic call to assist in the ascension of Earth. You have a unique and vital role to play in this grand awakening. and the 11/11 energies are activating the dormant codes within your DNA that contain the blueprint of this mission. This activation often begins with a sudden. You might feel an undeniable pull to pick up a paintbrush, to start writing poetry, to sing your heart out, to dance with abandon, or to compose music. Even if you've never considered yourself an artist before, please don't dismiss this feeling. Your creativity is a direct line to the divine, a sacred connection. It's the very language of your soul, the way it expresses itself. When you create, you're essentially channeling powerful energies from higher realms, anchoring them here on the physical plane. Your art, your music, your words will carry specific light codes and frequencies, vibrations that have the potential to heal others, to awaken their own hidden potential, and to raise the overall vibration of the collective consciousness. Alongside this surge of creative energy, you'll also likely experience a strong pull toward learning ancient and esoteric wisdom. You might suddenly find yourself fascinated by energy healing modalities, like exploring Reiki, delving into astrology, using tarot cards, studying crystals, or understanding herbalism. This isn't just a casual hobby or a quick interest that fades away. It's a remembrance, a rekindling of ancient skills you've spent lifetimes perfecting. You were likely a high priestess in the grand temples of Atlantis, or maybe a wise Celtic druid who understood what the trees whispered. Perhaps you were an Egyptian mystic who knew the deep secrets of alchemy, or a respected wise woman healer in a forgotten village. These skills aren't just something you picked up along the way. They are part of your soul's eternal identity. The 11/11 gateway has unlocked that memory within you, and now you're being called to step fully into your power as the healer, the teacher, the guide, and the oracle you're meant to be. Trust these feelings, these pulls you feel inside. Follow your curiosity into the depths of knowledge. The information you're searching for will come to you with an overwhelming sense of familiarity. Like you're not learning it for the first time, but just remembering something you already knew deep down. This is your sacred work, the mission your soul has been getting ready for over countless lifetimes. The time to hide your light is over. The time for playing small and holding back is over too. You're being called to divine service, and the world really needs the unique medicine and gifts that only you can offer. This remembering is the key to the deepest fulfillment you will ever experience. There's no greater joy than being in perfect alignment with your soul's divine purpose. But the amazing things don't stop there. In fact, they can't. Everything you've gone through so far, the physical cleansing, the emotional release, the collapse of the old ways, the activation of your soul's mission, is simply like clearing static from the radio station that is your soul. The channel was carefully prepared for a clear broadcast. And now, the fifth incredible thing happening during this 11/11 gateway is the broadcast itself. This is the miracle of your senses, waking up the complete and total upgrade of your intuition and the way you see reality. You're evolving beyond the 5 limited physical senses that have kept people stuck in a dense material world for thousands of years. You're actively waking up your higher spiritual senses, the ones that let you see the deeper truth behind what's visible. The most significant of these awakenings is happening in your 6th chakra, also known as the Ajna Center or your third eye. For many, this has been a slow and subtle process, a gradual unfolding, but the 11/11 gateway has thrown it wide open. speeding up the process a lot. You're going from having intuition as a vague, occasional feeling to a constant state of clear, psychic awareness. This shows up first as clairvoyance, the gift of clear seeing. This doesn't necessarily mean seeing spirits floating around the room, although for some people it can include that. More realistically, it's the stronger ability to see the real energy behind what people say and do. You'll look at someone and just times what they really mean. You'll see the shaky energy of a lie, the unclear, heavy color of a hidden agenda, or the bright golden light of a pure and loving heart. You'll start having flashes of insight, like mini movies, playing in your mind, showing you what might happen. You'll see the energetic cords connecting you to other people, places, and even past events, giving you a deeper understanding of the energetic dynamics playing out in your life. You might even close your eyes and see detailed geometric patterns, swirling colors, or large areas of light. This is you understanding the language of the universe, the sacred geometry that everything is based on. These are the light codes of your own spiritual growth being downloaded right into your mind. Don't be scared of what you see. Your third eye can only show you the truth, and the truth, even if it's uncomfortable at first, always leads to freedom. Next comes the activation of clairaudience, the gift of clear hearing. This is a big step beyond the initial high-pitched ringing in your ears that some people experience. This is the ability to clearly hear the guidance of your spirit team, your angels, your ancestors, your higher self, with amazing clarity. It might sound like a soft, loving voice inside your head that's definitely not your own, offering comfort or sudden wisdom exactly when you need it. It can also show up as a sudden thought that provides the perfect solution to a problem you've been struggling with. A thought so brilliant and different from your normal thinking that you know it came from somewhere divine. You might hear parts of songs playing in your mind that have a specific message for you, or a specific name or word will repeat itself until you pay attention. This is your divine guidance speaking directly to you. They're always with you, constantly offering help and support. But before now, your own mind was too full of fear and worry for you to hear them clearly. The 11/11 purge has cleared that interference, making the connection much clearer. Your only job now is to trust this inner voice, to act on its guidance without hesitation, and to know without a doubt. And maybe the most deeply felt of these new senses is clairsentience, the gift of clear feeling. As someone who is awakening, you've always been an empath, naturally sensitive to other people's emotions. But this new level of clairsentience is like the difference between a small candle and a powerful lighthouse. You now feel everything on a very deep, energetic level. You can walk into a room and instantly feel the emotional energy left over from an argument that happened hours earlier. You can hold an object and feel the story of the person who owned it before the energy it holds. You can stand next to someone and feel their physical pain or their hidden joy as if it were your own. This is an incredible gift that allows you to connect with others with a deep compassion and understanding that is truly divine. But it also requires the next amazing thing to happen so you can manage it: energetic sovereignty. More than ever before, your gut feelings are now your perfect compass, guiding you on your path. Your body has become a finely tuned instrument for sensing vibrational truth. When you're thinking about a decision and it's in line with what's best for you, you'll feel a sense of expansion in your chest, a warmth, a lightness, a feeling of yes that you can feel in every part of you. On the other hand, when something or someone isn't right for you, you'll feel a contraction, a knot in your stomach, a coldness, a feeling of no that you can't ignore. Your body now knows the truth long before your mind does. Your only job is to respect its wisdom, even when it doesn't make sense on the surface. Your body is the oracle, the temple, the direct way to access your soul's wisdom. If you recognize this big shift in how you see things, if you felt your intuitive senses turning on in a powerful new way, say that you accept this divine gift. In the comments right now, type, "I am a divine channel." This is your promise to the universe, that you're ready to receive and trust the guidance that's flowing to you and through you. This awakening of your higher senses naturally leads to the sixth amazing thing happening during the 11/11 gateway, the activation of energetic sovereignty and divine boundaries. For lifetimes as a sensitive, empathic person, you've been conditioned to be a people pleaser. You've been taught that you're valuable when you make others comfortable, when you dim your own light so you don't intimidate anyone, when you say yes, even when you really want to say no. You've absorbed the emotions, the pain, and the drama of others as if it were your own, carrying burdens that you were never meant to carry. This has left you feeling drained, exhausted, and disconnected from your own life. The 11/11 energies have made this habit of putting yourself last not only unbearable, but impossible to keep doing. The sheer intensity of your clairsentience now makes it physically painful to be around fake people, draining situations, or negative environments. Your energetic system simply can't handle it anymore. This doesn't mean you're becoming cold or selfish or uncaring. It means you're finally understanding that your energy is your most sacred and precious resource, the fuel for your divine mission. You can't give if you don't have anything to give, and you can't let your energy be taken by energetic vampires or by your own outdated habit of sacrificing yourself. This is the miracle of the sacred no. You're finding a new strength within you to set firm, clear, and loving boundaries. You're learning to say, "No, that doesn't work for me," without feeling guilty, apologizing, or explaining. You're choosing to protect your peace above all else, to carefully choose your reality, and to only allow things into your sacred space that are in line with your highest vibration. With every boundary you set, you're sending a powerful message to the universe and to your own subconscious mind that you deserve respect, that your needs matter, and that you're in control of your own life. This is a deep act of self-love, and it's the foundation on which your new reality will be built. As you start to honor yourself in this way, you'll activate a powerful shield of light around your energy field. Before you go into a crowded place or talk to a difficult person, take a moment to imagine yourself surrounded by a bright, unbreakable bubble of golden white light. Intend that this shield will only let love pass through, and that all heavy, negative, or chaotic energies will be turned back into light. This simple thing will change your life a lot. You'll be able to move through the world with a new sense of calm and centeredness, no longer absorbing the chaos around you, but instead being a stable, radiant pillar of light. As you hold this strong energy, something amazing will start to happen. The friends who only call to complain, the family members who thrive on drama, the colleagues who are stuck in negativity, they will just stop reaching out. There might not be a fight or a dramatic ending, just a gentle drifting apart. This is the magnetic effect of not being genuine. Your vibration has risen to a level where it no longer matches theirs. They can't feed off your energy anymore, so they're energetically pushed away from your life. Don't chase them. Don't try to lower your vibration to make them comfortable. Bless them. Wish them well on their journey, and let them go with love. You're now creating space for your soul tribe to find you. The other awakened people who will truly see you, support you, and celebrate you for who you really are. These are the connections that will nourish your soul and work with you on your divine mission. It's the universe making sure your ship isn't weighed down by unnecessary things as you get ready to sail into the amazing ocean of your new life. Finally, as you become a clear channel and as you learn to hold your own strong energy, you become ready for the seventh and most significant thing happening during this time: the deeper connection to higher intelligence and the planetary grid. You're going beyond just getting guidance for your own life and are starting to work as a way for the collective consciousness to express itself. You're becoming an active participant in the global awakening process, actively contributing to the shift in consciousness. This often shows up as a strong urge to share information. You might sit down to write in a journal, and your hand will start moving on its own, writing pages of deep wisdom and beautiful poetry that feels like it's flowing times through times you, not times from times you. This is called automatic writing. It's your higher self or your spirit guides using your body to bring their messages into the world. Let it happen. Don't judge it. Don't edit it. Just let it flow. You're writing down messages that people really need to hear right now. You'll be talking to a friend, and you'll suddenly find yourself speaking with a wisdom and skill that surprises you, providing the exact insight that person needed to have a big breakthrough. You're becoming an oracle, a living library of cosmic knowledge. This connection will also let you feel the pulse of the collective consciousness. You'll start to sense global events before they even happen. You'll feel the waves of collective fear or collective joy as they spread across the planet. You might feel a sudden unexplained sadness and then turn on the news to find out that a tragedy has happened on the other side of the world. Or you might feel a surge of hopeful energy and know that a major positive shift has just happened in the timeline of humanity. This isn't meant to be a burden for you to carry. It's a sign that you're a planetary empath, a spiritual first responder, sensitive to the needs of the planet and its people. You're being called to use your powerful energy to be a stabilizing force for the planet. When you feel these waves of heavy collective energy, your job isn't to drown in them, but to stay grounded in your heart. Connect to the infinite light and consciously send love, peace, and compassion out to the entire world. You become a lighthouse in the storm, someone who transforms heavy energy. You're one of thousands of awakened people who are strategically placed all over the world, forming a grid of light around the planet. Your personal awakening, your commitment to holding a high vibration, isn't just for you. It's a selfless act of service contributing to the greater good. Every time you choose love over fear, every time you set a boundary, every time you follow your joy, you're strengthening that grid of light, making it easier for everyone else to awaken. You're literally lighting up the world from the inside out. This is the true purpose of those who have been chosen, those who have been called to serve. This is why you're here on Earth. The full importance of this mission is now being revealed to you. But there's one final thing, something that ties all of this together and launches you into your destiny. And that's what we need to understand next in the final part of this transmission. You've gone through the fire facing your challenges head-on. You've walked through your own darkness, confronting your fears and insecurities, and come out cleansed and renewed. You've seen the destruction of a reality that could no longer hold your amazing, expanding soul. You've learned the sacred language of the universe, the codes and coincidences that guide you every step of the way. You've awakened the dormant senses of your spirit, becoming a clear channel for divine wisdom and guidance. You've claimed your right to your own energy, creating sacred boundaries of self-love and respect. You've remembered where you came from and have taken your place as someone who works with the Earth's energy grid, a stabilizer of light on this sacred Earth. And all of this, every trial, every tear, every terrifying moment of surrender, every amazing flash of insight has been leading you to this, to the final, most breathtaking thing happening during the integration of the 11/11 gateway. This is the culmination of your entire journey, not just in this lifetime, but across all of your lives. This is the 8th and final thing, becoming a divine being in physical form. Really understand what this means. For so long, your spiritual journey has been about reaching times up asterisk, reaching for your higher self, reaching for the angels, reaching for the source. It's been a process of connecting, of channeling, of being a vessel for a power that maybe felt separate from you. Divine embodiment is the end of that separation. It's the amazing moment when all of your magnificent multidimensional higher self comes down and fully integrates, fully merges with your physical human form. It's the point where you stop channeling the divine and you become the divine in human form. You stop being someone who tends to a light that shines from above, and you become the lighthouse itself, radiating light from within. The light of God, the energy of Source, no longer flows times through times you. It now radiates times you, from the very core of your cells, from the smallest parts of your being. This is the fulfillment of the great prophecy. This is the return of the consciousness of love, not in one single person, but within the hearts of the millions of awakened people who are now ready to embody it. You are the second coming that you've been waiting for all along. How does this feel? What does it feel like to be a divine being in physical form? First, it's an unshakable, deep, and radical peace. This isn't the fleeting happiness that comes from getting what you want. It's not just the absence of problems in your life. It's a peace that exists in the very center of your being. A deep, silent stillness that isn't touched by the chaos of the world outside. You become the eye of the hurricane, the calm center in the middle of the storm. The winds of change might blow around you. The waves of collective fear might crash on the shores of society, but your core remains perfectly calm. The emotional roller coaster of the spiritual journey, the extreme highs of connection, and the devastating lows of the dark night of the soul starts to even out. You're no longer tossed around by your own emotions or the energies of others. You've found your anchor in the heart of the source that beats within you. This peace is your new foundation, the solid ground on which you stand. From this peace comes the second sign of embodiment, the state of effortless flow and co-creation. The old way of struggling, of forcing things to happen through willpower, completely disappears. You enter into a dance, with the universe moving in harmony with its rhythms. They become calm intentions that you gently release, knowing that they will be met at the right time. Opportunities, resources, and the right people appear in your life as if by magic. Life stops being a battle and becomes a masterpiece to be seen and experienced fully. You're no longer the painter, frantically trying to control every stroke. You're the brush itself, held in the hand of the divine, and the art that flows through you is more beautiful than you could have imagined. You learn that the most powerful thing you can do is often nothing at all. To simply hold your high vibration of trust and let the universe work its magic. As you exist in this state of peace and flow, the third and most powerful sign shows itself. Your presence becomes a powerful force for healing. You no longer have to try to heal anyone. You don't need to preach, teach, or convince. Your fully integrated energy field becomes a walking transmission of divine energy. When you walk into a room, the air changes. Your calm soothes the anxious. Your love melts the hearts of the fearful. Your authentic presence gives others permission to be themselves. People will be drawn to you, often without knowing why, simply because their soul recognizes the energy of home that you radiate. You become a catalyst for awakening a spark that ignites the divine within others. A simple conversation with you can trigger a spiritual epiphany. A hug from you can release years of stored trauma. Your energy activates the dormant codes in those around you, gently waking them up. This is your true mission here on Earth. This is the service you came here to perform. It's not done through striving, but through simply being who you are. Your only job is to tend to your own inner state, to keep your vibration high, and to simply be the love that you are. In doing so, you become a living gateway, a way for the light of the new earth to flood into this world. If you're ready to accept your role as a lighthouse, to be the miracle you're meant to be, type in the comments. This is your anointment, your conscious acceptance of the divine being that you've become. So here you stand, a master of light in human form. The final integration of the 11/11 gateway is complete. The question now is, what next? How do you navigate this new territory that lies before you? Your spirit team wants you to know these final things about living as a divine being. First, you must embrace surrender. Your ego will try to take control. It will want to plan, to strategize, to worry about the future. Your task is to release the need to know exactly how everything will unfold. Surrender isn't giving up. Have faith in a higher power, a deeper intelligence that possesses wisdom far beyond your comprehension. It involves consciously deciding to let go of the oars and trusting that the universe will guide you precisely where you need to be, even when your destination is unclear. Each morning, begin your day with a simple prayer. Universe Source, my beloved, I am presence. I completely surrender this day to you. Use me, guide me, show me where my presence is most needed. I trust your plan implicitly, and I release my need to control the outcome. By doing so, you align yourself with the flow of the universe and open yourself to receiving all the blessings intended for you. Align yourself with the path of least resistance, the path of grace and ease, and those incredible synchronicities that feel like little miracles. Secondly, it's absolutely essential to commit to mastering your vibration daily. Being a fully realized master here on Earth doesn't mean you'll never experience a negative thought or a difficult situation again. What it times does times mean is that you've become so incredibly self-aware that you can catch those moments when your vibration dips before they truly take hold. Then you can consciously choose to shift your frequency back to love. Pay close attention to the media you consume, the conversations you participate in, and the thoughts you allow to occupy your mind. Mother Earth serves as the ultimate stabilizer for your new higher frequency. Meditate not as an escape from the world, but as a way to anchor yourself more deeply into the peace that resides within your own being. Practice gratitude as if it were your religion, the most important thing in your life, because gratitude serves as the master key, unlocking all doors to abundance and keeping them wide open. Your vibration is your responsibility, and it's the greatest gift you can offer the world. Thirdly, you need to learn to take action that's inspired and fearless. As you exist in that peaceful state, you'll begin to receive gentle nudges from the divine creative impulses and clear, intuitive hits. This is the sensation of inspired action. It feels very different from the forced action that stems from the ego. It feels light, exciting, joyful, and magnetic, as if you're being pulled forward. When you experience that flash of inspiration to start a new project, make a phone call, write your story, or relocate to a new city, this is the universe signaling its approval, a green light shining specifically for you. And your immediate action signifies your yes to the dance of co-creation. Fear might still surface, but now you possess the wisdom to recognize it for what it truly is, merely a final hollow echo of your old self. You'll be able to thank the fear for attempting to protect you, and then you'll take the leap anyway, knowing that you're fully supported by the entire cosmos. The 11/11 portal. You may have come to this video thinking it was some kind of cosmic event, a date on the calendar that you almost missed. But now you understand the ultimate truth, the final glorious secret. The portal was never external to you. The gateway was never simply some distant alignment of planets. The portal times is times you. You are the gateway. Your open, awakened heart embodies the cosmic event. Your embodied consciousness represents the frequency shift. Miracles aren't merely things that happen times to times, you occasionally. They are what times you times are. You are the miracle that this world has been praying for. You are the answer to your ancestors' prayers. You chose to be here now, to serve as a living, breathing anchor for the light of God in a world that had forgotten its own divinity. You're no longer the caterpillar dissolving in the chrysalis. You are the butterfly that has emerged, and your wings are woven from the very fabric of the stars. Go and be the light you came here to be. If this entire message has resonated with the deepest truth of your soul, make sure you're subscribed to Portal of Awakening, because our journey together as the ground crew of the new Earth is only just beginning. And for one final powerful time, declare your truth in the comments below. Type "I am home" because you are. Welcome home.